Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League, and let's see what team we're running with. We got the Skarmory paired with the Lickitung and Whiscash here. So a classic team of the Skarmory and a Mudboy, which is the Whiscash in this case. And then just pairing it with a general safe switch of a Lickitung. So Skarmory versus Azumarill, it is dependent on IVs. So we are going to play this out, and we do shield the correct Hydro Pump right there, which is going to allow us to have a chance to win this match now. We do want shield, and we are looking for the farm down. Unfortunately, no farm down right here. We have the decision made. We're going to shield right here just to win the alignment. Our opponent did go for the Play Rough though, but I believe they had the Hydro Pump energy. Maybe just didn't realize that they potentially could reach the Hydro Pump. But then we actually switch out into the Lickitung, and they actually switch into their Sableye. So here we're going to do our best to do as much damage as possible to this Sableye so that our Whiscash here can go crazy. Our opponent is going to keep this Sableye alive, and then we're not going to be able to farm it down, but we are going to get our Whiscash a little bit of a head start. So it did have a one fast move head start right here. We do have to tank a Shadow Ball. We're going to throw this Mud Bomb right here. They have to shield. And then our opponent here is going to try to get to another move. Oh! And unfortunate for us, not able to get to that move right there. But our Skarmory is fairly healthy, and we're looking for the Brave Bird Blast. We do get the Brave Bird to go through it, and we know that the Sableye is 1 HP, so we do one fast move and take it out. So GG's to our opponent right there. Not bad for the backline right there with the Sableye and the Skeledirge. All right, Shadow Dragonair. It is looking to win the lead, but they have a terrible matchup, so they switch out into the Lantern, and we're just going to switch into our Whiscash here. There is a little bit of debate to go into the Lickitung, but because this Whiscash here has a general worst matchup against the Dragonair that they had, that's why I picked the Whiscash right here. The Whiscash is going to be able to get to a Mud Bomb right here to get a shield. We do have back-to-back, so we're going to throw it. And let's see if our opponent ends up double shielding. They do go for the double shield. They switch out into the Shadow Dragonair right there to try to snipe some energy. We are able to switch out as well. And now we don't have to shield this one. And because they're switch locked, we can overfarm a little bit. And then we're going to go for this Sky Attack to take out this Shadow Dragonair. Let's see what they have in the back here. Okay, they actually bring back the Lantern. And they are going to be able to get to a move here. So we're just going to shield here. And we try to switch. We thought we were going to be able to switch out, but unfortunately that was not the case. We're just going to go for a Sky Attack right here to take out that Lantern. And ends up being a Skarmory in the back. Skarmory in the back here is going to have to tank a Brave Bird. We're going to dip out of that. And then we're going to go into our Lickitung. They should know that it is over because even if they go for a Brave Bird here, it does not KO the Lickitung. So we're going to allow it to go through. And now they're debuffed. And now these Body Slams are doing a little bit more damage. In fact, it does KO for that resisted damage. So GG's. And let's see what we find next here. So pretty classic team of the Skarmory Whiscash combination. If you want to try this team out here. Okay, Shadow Poliwrath is a problem for this team. As you can see here, the best counter to this Shadow Poliwrath is the Skarmory, but we are running the Steel Wing fast move, so it is not doing super effective fast moves. All of its damage is really going to be used from their charge attacks. So the best idea right now is to play this out and see if we can get a shield some way, somehow. Our opponent does go for the Icy Wind bait. We go for the Sky Attack. So we do force them to switch out, but we do use up all that energy on our Skarmory. Now they're going to go for this X-Scissor. This X-Scissor does not KO. We're going to go for the Skull here, looking for a potential debuff. Huge damage. We do get the debuff, which now is going to allow us to survive this next X-Scissor. But now we're left in a little bit of a weird position because on the one hand, we do want to farm it down, but on the other hand, we don't want to take another X-Scissor, so we have to go for another Mud Bomb right there. And then our opponent comes back in with the Poly. We're going to go in with the Mud Bomb ourselves. They do shield. We're going to switch out into the Lickitung. Let's see what our opponent does. Do they go for the Icy Wind or do they go for the Skull? They go for the Icy Wind. So we do get debuff right there. This Lickitung is going to be able to do some body slam damage here, but they decide to switch out after, and we have to encounter a Gligar here. This Gligar is going to have a really favorable matchup for our entire backline right here. We're going to have to let this one go. Arrow Ace goes through, and do we get to a Scold? Okay, this is a shield right here. We're going to be able to get to a Scold. Oh, actually, they went for the Arrow Ace, so actually, this is GG's. Unfortunately, the Gligar in the back was just too dominant for that team. So, nice play by my opponent right there. I guess if we didn't use that Sky Attack on the Charge Bug, we might have had a better chance. But that Poliwrath was very, very problematic. Alright, so Shadow Golbat switches out. They go into their Whiscash here. Whiscash is going to just go for the Skull for a potential debuff. It doesn't get the debuff, so we're just going to go for this Power Whip. Potential shield or KO at this point. They decide to let it go, and we do KO that Whiscash. Now they're going to come back in with their Golbat, and I'm already kind of anticipating another Mud Boy in the back or some kind of ground Pokemon in the back. So we're kind of deciding to let this Lickitung go through, and then we're going to come back in with our Skarmory. Ends up being the Stunfisk, so there was another ground type right there, but luckily we do have the Mud Boy of Whiscash to dominate that matchup. So nice decision by us to take out the Whiscash with our Lickitung and then kind of just play it out. Alright, here we have the Azumarill versus Skarmory matchup, another classic matchup. Kind of depends on moveset and kind of depends on IVs. So if it doesn't have Hydro Pump, we definitely win this by a good margin. But if it has Hydro Pump, it has a potential to, this Azumarill has a potential to win against the Skarmory. So we do invest the shield right there because they have potential Hydro Pump energy. But now they reveal that they only have Ice Beam. We're not going to shield this one, I don't think. Okay, so we tank the Ice Beam right there, and we're just going to look for a farm down. And they do have the Annihilate in the back, I believe. This Annihilate is got to shield this Sky Attack. And since we only really have one counter to this Annihilate, we're just going to allow that Skarmory to go down. Our opponent here is going to stay in and throw the Ice Punch here. They do try to catch a move. We're going to switch out into the Whiscash, but they have the Lickitung in the back. Did not expect a Lickitung in the back right there, so we're going to do our best to try to debuff this or get this Lickitung as low as possible. We're going to shield here just to preserve the health and to try to do this Skull damage. This Skull damage is going to come in handy because maybe, just maybe, it gets it low enough for a potential farm down, but we do get a debuff right there. But nonetheless, this Power Whip should take out the Whiscash. Oh, it doesn't take out the Whiscash. Okay, so they must have undercharged, I think, because I think even as a debuff, they should have been able to win. But anyways, we do switch out. They are going to have a Ice Punch on their Annihilate here. And let's see, we're going to try to go for back-to-back body slams right here because one of them is going to get a shield. Another one, oh, they already had another move, so they do win the CAP. And unfortunately, oh, okay, our opponent lagged out on the worst possible situation. And we actually were able to win that right there. So interesting ending right there. Check out this team if you haven't already and let us know if you enjoyed the video.